Hi, my name's Ciara. I'll be your therapist today.
Hi, I'm Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. Well, it's nice to meet you in person for the first time. I know that we talked on the phone a couple of days ago, but I just wanted to let you know that this is not going to be like a typical therapy session today. So we won't be doing any problem-solving skills. This is more an evaluation session, just so I can get to know you better. Um, I will be asking you a couple of questions, like I said, to get to know you better and also to help me form a formal diagnosis. I do want to tell you a little bit more about cognitive behavioral therapy, which is also known as CBT. This is just so you know what type of therapy you're receiving. Cognitive behavioral therapy aims to improve mental health and is an effort to change one's thinking patterns and behaviors. And I just wanted you to know a little bit of a small description of that, just so you know what you're getting into. Okay. Okay. There might be times during the session where I do need to interrupt you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I would like to also let you know that anything that you tell me today will be confidential, just between me and you, unless you explicitly give me permission to tell somebody else. Everything else, everything we talk about today is just between me and you.
Okay.
Also, if you mention anything about like self-harm or harming others, I do have to report that, okay?
Okay.
All right. So could you tell me what a typical weekday looks like for you or your daily routine?
I usually wake up about 7:30 after not having slept most of the night, but yeah, about 7:30.
Okay, so then what do you do after that?
I will I'll try to make a little breakfast and pack my lunch and get dressed, go to work, basically.
Okay, so we're getting up, we're trying to get up, go to work. Okay, so how are you at work?
Um, I'm really, I don't know, I'm unmotivated. I don't always go into the office, so the days are sometimes I'm home and sometimes I'm in the office. But I'm just finding myself to be unmotivated at work, like I'm doing what I need to do to get by, but I'm not necessarily doing above and beyond that.
Mm-hmm. So we have lack of motivation at work. You mentioned back in the beginning that you don't really sleep well at night. What's the reason for that?
I can't put my finger on it. I think a lot about a lot of things, maybe like a deadline at work, maybe something that's stressing me out, and it just keeps my mind going, like I'm constantly thinking. And so I find it really hard to get myself to calm down enough to sleep at night.
So it sounds like a little bit of insomnia
Yes.
going on there. Is that happening every night or just a couple nights?
It happens most of the nights that I have to like go to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned that you are not going to work into work every day. You're working every day, but not physically in the office every day. Is there a difference in your daily routine when you're at home versus when you're in the office?
There is, because that's when I really like feel like I'm totally unmotivated. Like I'm supposed to be up at a certain time, unless I have a meeting early. Then I get up and I start my day and I go ahead. But then most of the time it's like I'll get up when I feel like it, pretty much, because I know I can get what I need to get done during a certain period of time. I may go take a nap. Those days are much less grueling for me. I also like it because I don't have to be around anybody.
Right.
I can just be at home.
So that feeling of being at home and being able to like go take naps when you kind of feel like it, and you don't really have to interact with anybody, is significantly different than coming into work and not having that opportunity of like getting to get off of the computer and go take a nap and be by yourself.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. I do feel a certain amount of stress having to come into the office.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's understandable because it's a lot. It's a little bit of a lot of pressure coming in and being around others during this time.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are you on the weekends?
I find that the weekends are the days I try to catch up on my sleep, but it also means I don't have weekends because I just end up sleeping my way through Saturday and Sunday. Before you know it, like even if I had things to do, chores to do, laundry, they just don't get done because I'm so tired and I sleep my days away because I don't have to do anything with anybody.
So we're not able to do our daily activities.
Not really.
Are you able to see any friends?
I haven't really been seeing them a lot lately. I've been making excuses.
Making excuses not to go and see them?
Yes.
Just because they're not, like, feeling up to it, or you
yeah,
just want to be by yourself?
I just don't want to, like, I don't want to put on a happy face when I don't feel that happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just tired, and I don't want to have to explain to them why I feel that way. I don't know that I'll be able to explain what I'm feeling to them, because I don't even know myself.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you just can't, you're not confident enough? Not even more not confident, but like not as trusting in them to tell them what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a trust issue, but I do feel like they look at me a certain way, and they try to, like, help me, and I don't know how to help me. So I don't want them, like, doing things to try to help me when I don't even know what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be burdensome to them as my friends.
So it does sound like, to me, based on what you've been telling me, that you do have some form of depression, probably like a little early, not like extreme depression, but you do have, a moderate to mild depression right now. So I would just like to start setting some goals with you. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So what goals are you like trying to obtain?
I just want to be. I just would like to. I don't know, rejoin my life. Like, I feel like I'm watching my life pass me by, and I'm not involved in it. Like, I'm sleeping away my weekends. I'm not really doing very much during the week. I'm not enjoying my work, which I used to, and I just feel like.
So we want to work towards having a better well-being and being more of an active person in society almost.
Yeah.
Okay, we can work on that. So we're just gonna start setting some goals within our next couple of therapy sessions if you do choose to continue to do therapy. And then whatever goals that we do end up coming up with together, are you going to be able to refer to those goals when you feel like you're getting into a depressed mode or something like that? Will you be able to complete those goals or refer back to them?
Yeah, I do feel like if I could just talk it out with someone who has no goal, doesn't like need to see me happy immediately right now, and we can set those goals, I feel like I'd be able to accomplish looking at them when I do feel about, sad or.
Right. So when you feel in the mood, you know that those are the goals that you can come back to help you, have a more of a positive mindset rather than a negative one almost.
Yes.
Okay. So for our treatment plan, will mostly be, like I said, setting goals. And we'll be doing some learning techniques. We can learn some new skills to help you make small changes in your life. So we're not going to be like rushing right into these changes because these can be some big changes for you. They can be super big or they can be super small, but we want to go into them slowly just so that you don't feel like this immense pressure to try to get better, okay? And this is going to help you work towards a different thinking and behavioral process, okay? All right. So if you would like to continue therapy with me, I would like to meet with you about once a week for the first couple of weeks, maybe like the first month for the first 4 or 5 weeks. And then if it seems like we need to do more therapy after that, we'll meet 2 times a week. And we'll just see where we go from there, okay? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Well, I'd just like to summarize what we talked about real quick. So we talked about the fact that you do seem like you have a little bit of insomnia. You have a lack of motivation when going into work. This kind of stems from the fact that you're not in work. You're not going into the office every day. You're kind of at home. And the way you're at home is a little bit different from where you're at work. You feel like there's this kind of pressure to speak to people and be around people. And you don't entirely, at home you can like take naps and get off the computer and kind of move at your own pace, but at work you're kind of feeling like you're probably feeling like you're on go. We also talked about the fact that you are probably experiencing some form of depression, moderate to mild depression. Um, this is, stemming from obviously the slight of not being able to sleep at night and all of that as well. We mentioned the fact that on the weekends you sleep throughout the day. You don't have, again, any motivation to do anything. You're not really hanging out with your friends. You can't really describe to them what's going on with you because you don't know what's going on with yourself. So, does that sound correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty good.
Okay.
Right.
So, would you be up with continuing to meet with me for the next couple sessions?
Yes.
All right. Well, I will see you next week for our first therapy session. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
You too.